I've been going through the book of Nehemiah, and I'm at chapter 1 at the moment, and I just had a realization about, like, just the question, okay, how do you get the burden that Nehemiah had for the city? And I got an answer from that in chapter 1, where awareness is the first thing. The moment he found out about what was happening in his city, that's when the burden came. Now, the issue for me, even for a long time, is that I've been so focused on going to church, and and every single Sunday, and also I never really think about, hey, what's going on in the life of my neighbor or my neighborhood, or because the moment I found out that my neighbor is going through something, I'm like, I get this burden, right? That's when you are aware of the needs of the community, that's when you have a heart and a burden, and that's where we start. And if you want to know what God wants to do through you, step outside the door and actually go and find out what's happening in the city. And also that will give you a burden for the city. And like we always talk about, it's actually hard to do it alone. You need to find somebody to walk with, to pray with, and I think it's really, really important that we have this awareness of what's going on in our city, and catch a burden for it, so that God can use us in whatever way that He wants to use us for our city. And let's rebuild the walls of Adelaide and rebuild the walls of Playford, but it comes from a burden. Yeah.